Hello and welcome to the 21st Bo Cameronian Arts Awards on set. My name is Miriam and joining me today are the nominees with representatives from Ephemeral, an evening of contemporary dance performance by Fairul Zahid. Well, first of all, thank you so much for joining me and congratulations on your nominations.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to talk to you. So let's just dive into it straight. Fairul, can you tell me a little bit about the process of creating this production? but perhaps, okay, maybe before the process, for audiences who may not have watched the show, can you tell us a little bit about this production?
Okay, so basically this Ephemeral, I'm going to mix Malays and Javanese, English. No, I'm kidding, not Javanese lah. English and Malays lah, basically. But Ephemeral is a third production. It's a collaboration production between JUXT Studio and also LASALLE College of the Arts, where I am currently a program leader for the Bachelor International Contemporary Dance Practices. But I'm Malaysian. Basically, we always have a conversation with Melinda, which is the founder of the JUXT Studio. I say, hey Melinda, why not we bring back all our friends and all our batchmates, classmates, to do a production together, because we've not been dancing together for decades, for 150 years already, and then
Three generations.
Exactly. And that's why this production came along. And then the first one is in 2022.
No, 23.
23. And then after that 24. And then the latest one is 25. And hopefully it's we're going to have another production, but different choreographer, maybe Naims, because most of them in this piece or in this production are choreographers also. So they have several plans and yada. And then I talked to Melinda, and then I said to Melinda, Melinda, I want to do production this year. It's something different, but similar like last year, which is kind of like another chapter to the piece that I created previously, which is chapter 1. And then Melinda said, what is the title? I said, the title is Proclamation. Why your title is so complicated and so political, this and that and blah, 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 blah. But basically, because I know when I had the idea to do a piece titled Proclamations, I already imagined these dancers can contribute a lot. Because it involves text, it involves spoken word, it involves sound. You give pada dia all ni semua untuk bercakap, untuk menari, macam ni je. Especially talk lah. If talk never stop one. So that's why creating a piece in this production, Ephemeral, such an easy job lah. But it's not only Proclamation, but other pieces also. Macam Kakiseni, your theme is collaboration, right? Actually, we not only collaboration, like inter-collaboration within culture in Malaysia, but it's more like international collaboration. Because one of the piece titled Abati, which is nominated in Best Choreography also, the dancers itself from Indonesia. So that one. And then Rasa piece, which is the dancers is from Singapore. And then of course we have the beautiful and amazing Malaysian dancers. And the musician is from Indonesia, so it's more like a cross collaboration. So I think it suits with the Kakiseni.
Yes, absolutely. And I'd love to talk a little bit more later on about that collaborative spirit and how perhaps that process has helped your personal practices evolve. But we'll go into that a little bit more. Melinda, can you tell us a little bit about this process for you and this production as well?
Well, it's quite short. So weekly, we only have 2 rehearsals. We have our own things to do during the weekdays. Most of them are working, lecturers. So mostly, he wasn't around. So he'll just give us like a reference, video or reference, and then say, oh, please follow this, and then we'll look at each other when he's not around and say, should we follow this? No.
Okay.
No, we'll change it a little bit, but end up it's totally different from what he sent us. So it was fun for us getting back together with our friends. Like, we've known each other for about 20 years now. Yeah, it's been a long time. So we know each other so well. So the process is quite easy for us, and we understand each other.
Yeah, there's a friendship element to it, and growing together that I think has helped in that collaborative process. Naim, how was it like for you?
Sama je.
Yeah.
Bagi I senang.
Yeah.
Jadi, apa yang susahnya dalam hidup I ni? Tak ada. Tak ada lah. No. Sebab I think yang macam Melinda cakap, because bila kita dah kawan, kita dah kenal macam lama sangat, kita dah tahu dah dia punya cara macam mana, Melinda punya style, I dengan the other dancers punya cara bekerja macam mana kan. The trust tu ada. Dia pun lepas macam, okay Naim, kau buat gini-gini, boleh tak kau suruh diorang buat gini-gini? Cakap, betul ke kau nak begini? Okay, buat je. The rest semua nanti kau take over je. Boleh? And then end up macam mana? Jadi lain. Dia macam, okay, boleh tak kau buat macam ni? Tu macam boleh merge tak benda-benda ni semua kan? So collaboration between kita orang tu is ada kat situ. It's easy lah.
I want to talk a little bit about proclamation. How did you choose that? What about proclamation stood as curious for you?
Yeah. Okay, I mean it's very interesting also because I punya koreografi kebanyakannya it's disulami ataupun infused with political issue in Malaysia. Political issue, societal issue and so on and so forth. And my work, not my work lah, tiap malam I akan tengok parliament.
Okay.
I memang suka tengok parliament. How they debate, you know, my disagreement, my agreements and this and that and blah blah blah. So ada banyak perkara yang I rasa boleh memperbaharui Malaysia. You know, especially dalam jiwa anak-anak muda sekarang ni, macam kita sendiri ni, we have something to say but we don't have the space. We don't have the power and all this kind of thing. But itu yang jadinya proclamation tu, yang mana kita ada proklamasi kita sendiri. How we going to sampaikan these proclamations, proklamasi, walaupun tidak kepada YB dan sebagainya and something like that, tapi kepada audience. You know, that's why lah wujudnya cerita-cerita political issue yang kita disagree sebenarnya. Yang kita sampaikan melalui what we say spoken word dan juga gerak tubuh. Banyaklah benda yang I disagree. That's why I selalu macam Naim as a assistant choreographer kan, we always have a conversation. And I said to Naim, I want to do like this, you know, like for example case like Sadiq and this kind of thing and blah blah, but how we going to do that to make sure it's not very literal? And then Naim said, oh, why not we do like this. We always have a conversation, but the conversation doesn't mean we agree. It always come with disagreement. But at the end of the day kan, yang membuatkan kita agree tu adalah sewaktu di dalam studio. You know, bila kita dah puzzle up everything, dan kita nampak, oh make sense benda tu. You know, so that's why nak sampaikan melalui kata-kata banyak sangat lah. You know, kita tak boleh nak sampaikan akta inilah, akta itulah, takut kena tangkap lah apa semua. Tapi kita sebagai anak seni, we try to distribute ataupun persembahkan melalui gerak tari lah.
How do you feel that dance has a power to translate these complex realities as a medium?
Well, I think not everything can be spoken out. It can be expressed with your physical or even facial expressions and things like that. But to really show, it doesn't matter if the audience gets it or no. It's how we project the message. You know, you get what I mean?
Yes. Like macam for me kan, bila dance dia more free kan, kita boleh buat apa-apa je, people akan accept. Either dia nak terima the message tu, apa yang kita cuba dapatkan, or apa yang is different interpretation kan. So bila kita menari, macam for me, I menari, aku nak menari because tubuh aku nak bagi tahu kat you, okay, my character is this. You dapat tak? Kalau you tak dapat, kalau you dapat benda lain, it's okay. It's okay because tak ada wrong, tak ada right pun. Kan, apa yang you dapat tu because sometimes I nak project benda lain, tapi you dapat benda lain. It's that is the beauty of dance lah. Because we dance, body kita interpret lain, but people macam you dapat benda lain. That is the beauty of dance lah. So for me, it's okay kalau that is the beauty of dance. Bila you buat apa-apa je, orang akan macam enjoy, menikmati that moment. Kan? That moment tu yang paling penting. Because after that, people akan talk about the dance.
Even if they don't get it kan, they will still talk about it.
Betul. Sebagai seorang choreographer, you must know what kind of choreographic tools that you're going to use in your choreography. Because the choreographic tools tu hanya choreographer saja yang tahu tau. Dia mencerminkan identiti setiap choreographer. Like for example myself, my choreography most of the time is movement based. You know, sometimes orang cakap like, oh Fairul punya choreography all movement. But there's the only one Fairul Zahid in Malaysia. You know, same like Naim Shahrazad, you know, Naim is very abstract, you know, the movement have been working with different choreographer like Ricky Von Falkens and everything, Germans style and so on, right? So bila dia bawa balik sini, dia infuse with dia punya traditional backgrounds, dia punya materials yang dia ada sebelum ini, and jadilah Naim Shahrazad, same as Melinda and other people also. Jadi kita sebagai orang luar yang menonton, it's not shouldn't, but it's very hard untuk mengkritik setiap choreographer. Kerana setiap choreographer tu have their own identity that we have to appreciate it. That's why as a choreographer, kita kena bezakan. You want to be a serious artist or serious arts choreographer or commercial choreographer. That's why dalam choreography you, kalau serious art, jadilah konsep-konsep macam ini, political issue and so on. Tetapi kalau choreography you untuk entertainment value, audience bayar RM150 untuk watch entertainment saja, dan jadilah commercial value punya choreography. So the choreographic tool, it's very important for the choreographer to understand. Yang mengidentifikan your own identity sebagai choreographer. Macam cikgu tak cakap je?
No, thank you so much. Because I think a lot of people, perhaps when they see contemporary dance, it's a little bit alien in a way that they're not ready for it. Because it's unexpected in a way. But there's so much freedom in the way, whichever tool you employ. There's freedom in that expression. And then follow my interpretations of it. Whereas I think there are more structured forms where you're literally telling them what to see, you know, and what to take. And then there's an agreement, disagreement.
Tapi Miriam, kadang-kadang I Melinda, okay, in production kan, kita selalu bertiga tau sama-sama. Kita selalu akan cakap, I terutamanya akan cakap, what will audience think kalau tengok benda ni? But Naim always said like, kenapa kau nak fikir pasal audience? Biarlah. You know, dia nak fikir pasal apa pun. Kalau dia ada interpretation dia, then their own interpretation lah. They pay. They pay to create their own interpretation. You know, what they want to see is like Melinda said, like the beauty of it only. Interpretation is depend on the audience.
Kalau for me lah, kalau dia just tak nak fikir apa-apa, just nak for hiburan, macam Fairul kata, you go to commercial side. Benda tu hanya untuk hiburan. You tengok persembahan, you menari-nari, settle, tepuk tangan, balik. Kan, kalau you nak berfikir, nak mendalami kan, nak mendalami lagi apa itu contemporary, apa itu dance, contemporary dance, you go to macam more serious, abstract sikit, serious art spaces. So I think kalau you tengok persembahan yang lebih macam abstract, you akan lebih berfikir. You akan, your mind akan lebih proses, akan untuk kita nak dapatkan apa benda lah diorang ni buat ni kan, macam tu.
Oh, that's a very interesting, you know, conversation, being on the audience on the flip side, and then watching other contemporary dances and stuff like that. Well, coming back to, you know, the heart, as you mentioned, the theme for this year is Collabeyond, and looking into collaboration perhaps as a way of creativity in the future and artistic practice. What is something in this production that could not have happened or wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the nature of your collaboration?
I like to use the word unpredictable and unplanned. You know why? Because this collaboration never planned. We never plan everything. Like for example, in Abati, for example, I never want to use the Indonesian dancers. But suddenly my own dancers pull out. So I have a very short period of time. Like Abati, creating a batik is only for only 1 month. Because my dancers is pull out. Then I want to use dancers who have a very strong in traditional Nusantara. It's not the traditional Malay dance or Chinese dance yang ada dekat Malaysia, tapi yang ada di luar negara. You know, so that's why benda tu semua unplanned, unpredictable. Same like composer, music dan sebagainya kan. Naim keep cakap, kenapa kita asyik guna music yang dah ada, yang soundtrack yang dah ada? Tak ada ke yang lain kan Fairul lah? Aku ada, cuba lagi kita tanya. It's all about cuba. Kita never plan. You know, kalau kita plan, it's going to be very hard. You know, life is very unpredictable.
There's something about, if I may just extend this, yes, there's a freedom of expression and creating, but also the way you explain this process kind of just happened unexpectedly. Someone pulls out, okay, we go to the other side. Let's just try this. How have you always been like that, open to different possibilities or the unexpected? If yes, how have you grown? If not, how has that perspective changed you?
I bagi satu word ni sikit, dan after that Melinda dengan Naim sambunglah. You know, you have to feel the failure in order for you to success. Kalau you tak feel the failure tu, you tak buat silap banyak kali, you tak akan improve dan tak akan perbaiki diri you. Sampailah jadi who I am right now, who is Naim and who is Melinda. You know, Naim?
Has that been your approach as well? To just try?
Tak juga. I macam, because I jenis orang yang particular tau. Kau datang latihan, kau kena buat begini, macam ni. Kena buat benda tu. Kalau aku buat koreografi lah, ini aku nak buat, aku kena buat ni juga. No ada plan. Buat juga. Sampailah diorang give up, barulah okay, nanti dulu lah, aku fikir dulu lain lah. I macam bertenang kejap, okay kita buat, baru I buat benda lain. Selagi I rasa benda tu boleh achieve, kita akan buat. Sebab kalau kita selalu constantly tukar, so kita punya main purpose, like kita punya main idea utama kita dah lari. Dah lari dah.
But that is very interesting, Miriam. That's why Naim been dancing and be collaborate with me for 1,000 years already. So Naim akan jadi assistant choreography, this and that, because Naim very OCD in terms of structure. Dia tahu apa dia nak, dan I pula nak tukar.
Dia annoying.
Like the complete opposite.
I suka tu.
I menyapa buat dengan dia. Sebab tu kalau dia kata, Naim kau nak menari dengan aku tak? Aku malas layan kau dah.
Sebab last join juga kan?
Sebab kesian. Sebab I nak menang tahun ni.
Tapi that's why itu yang membuatkan I sangat happy bila bekerjasama dengan mereka ni. You know, sebab diorang tahu kita punya nature masing-masing. I suka ubah banyak benda because mata ni tak boleh tengok benda yang membosankan. Bila kita dah siap pun kan, kita cakap, alah bosan nak tukar lah. Tapi audience belum tengok lagi. So Naim akan backkan semua orang on track. So dia akan cakap, no, kau kena tahu audience belum tengok. Kau bosan, I don't care. You know, tapi yang penting adalah benda ni belum premier lagi. So kau kena fokus, you know. And then Melinda pula is like a mother. So
Melinda, I'm a problem solver.
Melinda akan cakap, you shut up, follow. You know, like that kind of thing.
You balance it out basically.
You know, like how we are sitting.
Exactly.
In between them.
I'll just bring it in. We'll focus on
okay, stop. Let's come to a conclusion. So we need to solve the problem right now.
We need more problem solvers. I think that's what, you know, basically everyone needs is more problem solvers. All right. Well, thank you so much for this conversation. Congratulations again on your nomination. And thank you audiences for tuning in. And my name is Miriam and I will see you in the next session. Thank you.